Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, Tri-City Regional SWAT and other law enforcement agencies shutting down a Pasco street. What we know about the action so far. Also ahead, what officials are doing at the Walla Walla Penitentiary after a brawl breaks out. Details on security efforts are coming up. Also, as officials continue to search for the missing crew whose Navy fighter jet crashed earlier this week, echoes of another military crash in eastern Washington nearly a decade ago. Stacey?
And it's a little overcast today, but a beautiful evening nonetheless. 54 degrees and chilly. We're getting a little bit of a weekend warm-up. I'll tell you all about it coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thanks for ending the week together. I'm Austin Reed. It's October the 18th. First up, new tonight. The Tri-City Regional SWAT and the Pasco Police Department have shut down Irving Street in Pasco due to a large police presence today. Authorities can be seen entering the home after more than an hour. At this hour, it is unknown at this time who has been arrested. We will continue to update you with more information when it is made available. National Slow Down and Move Over Day is tomorrow, October 19th. The 5th annual Tri-Cities regional event begins at the Hapo Center and involves emergency service vehicles from DOT, fire, tow, law enforcement, and EMS. The event begins at 4 p.m. and the caravan will leave the Hapo Center and take I-82 to 240, getting off the highway at CCB and taking Canal, and will end at the Kennewick Dodge dealership, where tow families will share information about that community and about different laws. This year, so far, the U.S. has lost 32 first responders, tow truck operators, DOT workers, mobile mechanics, and road construction crew throughout the nation. Washington State Department of Corrections saying a fight broke out at the Walla Walla Penitentiary on Wednesday. Officials say the fight was around 1 p.m. in the west wing of the jail. According to officials, the west wing is close custody, meaning a higher level of security is needed for inmates. Officials attempted to break up the fight. When inmates wouldn't comply, law enforcement used pepper spray to get them to comply. When inmates stopped fighting, those involved were restrained and then taken back into their cell to get treated by medics.
You know, of course, we don't never like to see it happen, but it is prison, of course. Walla Walla, of course, has some of our higher custody or security level individuals in the state, so does happen, and staff are trained to respond, and thankfully in this situation we're able to break it up and we didn't see any major injuries.
Now, Wright said that one person sustained minor injuries and was treated on site. A woman under the influence of drugs steals a police car with an infant inside in the small town of Warden in Grant County, Washington. Police say the suspect was handcuffed behind her back but was able to move her cuffed hands to the front. After that, she moved from the back of the car to the front and drove away. The police car was running, but according to deputies, that is normal. Police eventually caught up with her and boxed her in. One deputy suffered minor injuries and 3 law enforcement vehicles sustained major damage. The suspect is a 21-year-old of Moses Lake. She is now in custody. The city of Toppenish is working with FEMA and the U.S. Small Business Administration to help those affected by the June 22nd through July 8th, 2024 wildfires. The Yakima Nation Disaster Recovery Center is open from now and until October 25th at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish. Staff will be able to provide one-on-one help during the week. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The center is accessible to people with disabilities and are equipped with assistive technology. Well, the weekend is almost here. First Alert Stacey Lee joining us live in our weather center with a first look at our forecast. Looks like we could see a really nice weekend ahead, Stacey.
It is. It was chilly today, definitely fall-like and cold out there this morning. A little bit of a crisp evening already. 54 degrees on our Biomark sky cam down looking into the Yakima Valley tonight. Winds are decreasing. That's good. Our sunset at 6:04. As you can see, that's happening. We have some breezy winds continuing, though, in the lower valley. Sunnyside, Tri-Cities, but those winds will start to decrease as we move through the night. Temperatures elsewhere around the area, we're seeing 50s pretty much all around, 60 still in Tri-Cities. The warm spot, a cool 50 right now in Dayton and Ellensburg. For tonight, 30s and 40s, most of us staying in the 40s, so much warmer than we were last night. Just to recap, we have some stray showers still tonight coming through the area and maybe a few little showers tomorrow, most of them staying in the mountains. We will warm up for the weekend, 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Our next big system starts to come in Sunday night into Monday, and we'll see a cool down again after this nice warm weekend next week. I'll detail all that in the coming forecast. Austin?
Stacey, we'll see you then. We still don't know who the 2 crew members were aboard that Navy jet that crashed earlier this week near Mount Rainier. New tonight, this is a map of the search area courtesy of the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, who is also helping in the search. Officials cannot identify or confirm the names of crew that were involved in the mishap until 24 hours after their next of kin have been notified of their status. But as reporter Cornelius Hawker explains, there was a similar crash in eastern Washington a little over a decade ago.
Lieutenant William Brown McIlvaine III, Lieutenant Valerie Capillere Delaney, and Lieutenant Commander Alan A. Patterson died on March 11, 2013, after the Navy jet they were in crashed in eastern Washington during a low-level flight mission. I spoke to Lieutenant Delaney's mom, Doreen Capillere, over the phone about this week's crash.
My heart just sank for what the parents of the 2 people who were on the aircraft will be going through or are going through. It's just horrendous.
Since her daughter, who everyone called Val, passed away, their family started a foundation to honor her legacy, Wings for Val.
Since 2015, we've been giving scholarships to young women who want to become pilots. Many of the young women who have won her memorial scholarship do use her as inspiration in their own careers. So it's a way to carry on her legacy.
As the search for the 2 missing crew members in Tuesday's crash continues, Doreen says their families are going to need a lot of support.
There are no words that can really help, but a presence and, just a helping hand and a hug is very meaningful.
That was Cornelius Hawker reporting. Stay with us on air and online at applevalleyNewsNow.com for updates in this story. Well, Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano, candidate for Attorney General, is hosting a public safety forum this evening in Seattle. Panelists include Dave Reichart and Dr. Raul Garcia. Serrano is said to be discussing the public safety crisis across the state of Washington. Well, a U.S. Senate debate between incumbent Maria Cantwell and her opponent, Dr. Raul Garcia, we're talking about him again, was held in Seattle on Thursday. Apple Valley News Now aired the debate, but if you missed it, reporter Jordan Smith has a recap for us.
Let's start with public safety. While violent crime is down, cities are struggling with depleted police forces, along with the surging fentanyl crisis. Senator Cantwell emphasized her support of community policing through federal programs like COPS.
The COPS program, very successful effort by the federal government to help supplement what communities need as far as resources. It can be for training, it can be for skilling, and it can be for just hiring officers.
Cantwell also touted her support of the Fend Off Fentanyl Act, a bipartisan bill that allows the U.S. to more aggressively break up opioid supply chains and sanction drug cartels. Dr. Raul Garcia proposed a bill of his own.
That's why I'm proposing the Americans Against Fentanyl Act, which will give manslaughter charges to drug dealers and put them in prison, and give involuntary mandatory rehab to addicts.
To the housing crisis now. According to Redfin, the median price of a home in Washington is $650,000. In Spokane County, that number's a little closer to $450,000. Dr. Garcia recommended assistance programs similar to what the VA offers.
Let's have programs with our lenders that our regular citizens could afford to buy a house without a down payment. They still have to qualify, but in our economy today, it's very hard to come up with a down payment.
Cantwell hopes to expand the capacity of the affordable low-income housing tax credit to expand the inventory of low-income housing options.
This tax credit is 95% of the affordable housing that gets built with this tax credit.
That was Jordan Smith from our sister station in Spokane reporting. Well, back here at home, there is a major closure coming up in Kennewick that we need to tell you about tonight. BNSF is working on the railway crossing on Edison Street. The street will be shut down on Sunday and Monday. This will affect people on their morning commute on Monday because you won't be able to access Kamiakin High School off of 240, so plan accordingly.
The main thing to know is that the cross street with Edison and Yellowstone is closed between Sunday at 6 a.m. through Monday at 2 p.m. We do have several detours happening off of 395 is a good way to take, as well as Canal will have some signage to get your way around.
We'll have updates all weekend at AppleValleyNewsNow.com, and we will remind you first thing Monday morning on Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest from 5 to 7 a.m. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up, happening now in downtown Kennewick, a hot mess event you don't want to miss. And Stacy's up next with your full First Alert weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
18 years, 32 years, 20 years, 35 years.
A job not only supports a family, but it gives you dignity. I'm Maria Beltran. With warehouses closing and hundreds of jobs lost, it's time we elect a fighter. Like so many of us, my family struggles to keep up with the cost of groceries and afford rent. Your family's struggles are my family's struggles. I'll work hard for you in Olympia.
Paid for by friends Maria Beltran. At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks a new door to unlimited possibilities. Possibilities to bring you closer to the people and the places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures with the fastest and most reliable internet. Connect to unlimited possibilities when you switch to Spectrum Internet Premier for only $30 per month when bundled, and save with our 3-year price guarantee and no contracts. Call 1-844-653-6824. With the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. And with advanced Wi-Fi to keep you safe and secure online, you can focus on what matters the most. Spectrum Internet doesn't just power your home. It puts streaming, live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips. Get incredible savings when you switch to Spectrum Internet Premier for just $30 a month with a 3-year price guarantee. That's our promise to you. Call 1-844-653-6824.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King helped fund the Sozo Soccer Complex, giving local youth and adult soccer players a world-class recreational facility. Curtis King helped Perry Tech expand, providing thousands of local students with real-world skills, and he delivered funding for dozens of local road projects.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Next extra, Claire Underwood.
And forget how darn handsome you are.
Sorry, ladies, she just got swept off the market again.
You married your best buddy, huh?
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's painfully obvious prices have been going up. Inflation is crushing American families, and inflation only has one cause.
Inflation in the United States is made in Washington and nowhere else. The real tax on the American people is what government spends.
And Dan Newhouse has voted for trillions of dollars in spending. As your congressman, I will vote against massive spending bills. Because Americans can't afford a new house. I'm Jared Sussler, and I approve this message.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Back now with community events. It is official, a hot mess market in downtown Kennewick. The event is going on right now and until 9 this evening. This is the third and final Hot Mess Market of the season. The co-owner of Hot Mess Burger says they were inspired to do an evening market so people who work could have a chance to go. The co-owner also says the market will have a variety of vendors, music, and crafts, and everyone is welcome to come out and support small local business.
We're a small business, and I mean, in this economy, you know, it's hard, and so being able to create your own items and being able to put your love into something and have people come and buy that from you is a wonderful feeling. And so I know that every vendor who sells something at the market is getting that, and that's an amazing feeling.
If you can't make it out tonight, tomorrow in downtown Kennewick, there will also be a taco and car show at Picante Mexican Taqueria from 6 till 9 p.m. The Kiwanis Club of West Valley and Youth Service Leadership Program members will host a cleanup of the West Valley Community Park this weekend. The event is tomorrow, Saturday, October 19th from 9 a.m. till noon. Volunteers will pick up litter, trim overgrown brush, and perform other light maintenance and activities. Volunteers are asked to meet at the Central Park Picnic Shelter at 9 a.m. to register and receive an orientation for the day. 71 musicians take to the stage this weekend for the Mid-Columbia Symphony's opening concert. This is its 80th season, and it's also the conductor's last season after 16 years. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald says this year they're highlighting a tune from the past that has a special meaning.
Has anything changed conducting this year, knowing that it is your last season here?
Oh, wow. I think that maybe I'll find out a little bit this weekend, sort of how it feels to think that I only have a few concerts left as music director. But mostly it's gratitude and thanks for the effort that everybody's put in through all the rehearsals and all the concerts that we've had ever since 2008, because it really has been a pleasure.
Music director and conductor, Maestro Nicholas Wallin, says there's a personal angle to a song chosen for this weekend's concert. In 2008, in Wallin's first season, they kicked off the concert with the very same song the orchestra will start with this weekend.
Partly to display for the audience something about my sense of humor. I'm not sure that they got it entirely when we played this piece 16 years ago. But I love this piece, and I think it's really funny, and I want us to make people laugh.
I love the way he engages with the orchestra. A really good balance of being very friendly and approachable, but also getting a lot of work done, and it's really been great to work with him over the last several years.
Fellow musicians say they have seen growth for the Mid-Columbia Symphony physically in terms of numbers, but also growth from within.
Nick's been just a pleasure to watch him grow with the symphony as well. You know, he's always been an amazing musician to begin with. I guess just watching him mature with the orchestra itself has been exciting.
I've gotten to spend some time listening to the orchestra play at their rehearsal, but to hear the whole thing, you got to catch that live at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday at the Richland High School Auditorium.
Go to where the music from the beginning comes back in. 81.
This is the first performance for the symphony in this 4-concert season. In Richland.
And that's it. Okay, so.
Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
Wallin currently lives in Chicago and plans to continue his music career there. Again, the kickoff to the season starts this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. at the Richland High School Auditorium, and the season will run all the way through the middle of June.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
I love that, Austin. I talk with my hands, so I always thought I would be a good conductor. Good stuff. All right, let's look at our evening tonight. Apple Valley News Cam, 60 degrees outside and the sun is down. And yeah, it's been a little cloudy and overcast. Some of those clouds starting to move out and the winds are decreasing, humidity at 36%. Here's the weather pattern for tomorrow. It's aiming right at our region, an upper level system track, pretty heavy, but most of it will be contained to the west side of the state and into the Cascades. Anything left over after the mountains, that's what we could see. So a little bit unsettled heading into the weekend. There's that moisture moving in. As you can see, most of it is going to be impacting the Cascades. Here's a little bit of those stray showers that we're talking about moving over. Then on Sunday, the track heads right towards us again, but we won't start seeing any action until about Sunday night. Here's those stray showers we could see overnight. Most of them, though, should be heading to the north of the Tri-Cities. Here's what we're seeing tomorrow morning, a chance of a stray shower from Ellensburg down into the lower Yakima Valley. Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Heppner looking like clear, although we'll see a few clouds out there with some sun breaks. Getting into our Sunday, that's when we're going to see increasing clouds and then that big system moving through our region. That's going to bring rain showers, but most of this will develop late Sunday into Monday, and that's when we expect to see most of those showers. Here's your rain chances through the weekend in Yakima. Again, increasing chances Sunday, Monday. Tri-Cities looking at a 60% chance for our Monday, and in Walla Walla an 80% chance. So don't count out a stray sprinkle here and there, but count on some rain coming our way Monday. And you can count on some warmer temperatures out there, a good 10 degrees above our average for the weekend. I like this little pop of warmth just in time for the weekend. Then we're going to slide back down below average into next week. So another cooling trend on the way. Leftover showers, warmer with light winds tonight, 40s all through the area with the exception of Ellensburg dropping down to 36. Everybody staying above that freeze level for tonight. Tomorrow, scattered showers possible, sun breaks in the Columbia Basin, cool with some light winds overall, a little breezy in the afternoon, but 60s and 70s, not a bad day at all. If you're traveling to the west side, bring your rain gear and umbrella. You're going to need it. 60s and dropping down into the 50s on Monday. When you see 100% chance of rain, they mean it. Portland travel forecast going to be a little gloomy there with wet weather Sunday, Monday. Temperatures dropping as you see that cold front that's going to start moving across the area. Spokane a little overcast, staying dry through Sunday with showers developing on Monday. Here's what our 7-day planning shows us. Again, a little bit breezy, especially as that system moves in Sunday into Monday. Temperatures go from the 70s to the 60s to the 50s in Yakima. Tri-Cities looking at some breezy winds on and off throughout the weekend. Good chance of rain on Monday. Some chilly overnight lows next week. Ellensburg a little more active, a little bit cooler there as well. Look at those low temperatures Monday and Tuesday night. We're in the 20s and 30s. Here's Walla Walla. Look at that. Going to be a nice weekend, although a little breezy. Looking for that rain to develop on Monday with those cooler overnight lows middle of the week. Hermiston 76 on Sunday. I'll take it. But then look for the 10-degree drop on Monday, those breezy winds and the chance of rain. So active weather, fall is here, but I love it when it warms up just in time for the weekend.
I do too. Especially there's a lot of pumpkin patches still.
Right. Lots of fun activities to do this weekend.
All right.
So
we'll get outside and enjoy it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King uses those relationships to do things like fund a new swimming pool in Yakima's MLK Park and helped Heritage University in the Lower Valley grow. Curtis King helped Toppenish Astria Hospital keep their doors open. And he delivered funding for Pasco's Lewis Street project.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Once, this table belonged to you. But when you decided to donate it to Goodwill, it transformed into their table, supporting before-school gatherings, cherished family dinners, and creative crafting sessions. Its impact stretches even beyond. Goodwill utilizes the proceeds from its sales to assist local individuals in overcoming employment hurdles, providing training and job placement services not only for individuals, but also for local businesses. And that's how one table can support the opportunity for everyone to create their own stories and memories. Goodwill, your Halloween headquarters.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from less.
I had surgery as a child that I barely remember. But decades later, the insurance company called that a pre-existing condition and denied me long-term care insurance. Washington State created a long-term care benefit to help millions of people like me afford the care we need. But I-2124 will take that benefit away, leaving millions with no way to get or afford long-term care. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. That's why we all have to vote no on I-2124.
Apples are the pride of Washington's agricultural economy. When India put on the retaliatory tariff, we were basically dead in the market. Thanks to Maria Cantwell stepping in and getting that tariff removed, we're up to 2 million boxes and we're climbing steadily. It's a huge difference for the industry. Maria Cantwell is effective because she works with both parties to get things done for our industry.
I'm Maria Cantwell, and I approve this message because I'll keep taking on powerful interests to get things done.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Well, new tonight, WSU Tri-Cities and the Richland School District are collaborating to give more experience to student-teacher candidates. At Tapteel Elementary School, there are several bachelor education students who get to participate in learning walks and shadow around the school. The early practicum experiences are coming from the WSU Tri-Cities College of Education. These students get to add more skills to their tool belt earlier than others.
I didn't get to do learning walks until I was in my 12th, 13th year of education. And it was like, really? This was all here and I didn't get to see it? So it's a huge gift that you're giving. And the fact that we have about 85% of our students stay in our region, it's benefiting our region. We're taking care of home for decades. So thank you very much.
This laboratory school partnership is unique. One student says she's gotten to be in classrooms across Tapteel Elementary School since early September and has gotten access to observe several classrooms and teachers rather than just one.
Every classroom is so different. I feel like the young ones are just they want to bond with you. They want to talk to you. And the older kids also want to bond with you, but it's in such different ways. So it's just been awesome getting to know how each grade level is so different, but also so alike.
Mendoza says she's grateful for the experience. WSU Tri-Cities students led mini tours of the elementary school to showcase what they have learned. We've got more local news coming up in our 6:30 half hour, plus weather.
That's right, pretty good outlook for the weekend.
Baltimore battles Tampa Bay Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now.
Walker's Furniture is kicking off their Veterans Sale early this week at all locations with some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double sales tax discount or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years.
Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays.
During the Veterans Day sale kickoff at Walker's.
Dirty tactics and lies have become a staple of American politics. But I'm not a regular politician. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message. Dan Newhouse is spending millions of dollars to spread outright lies about me. President Trump needs an ally in Congress who will join his fight to lower taxes, fix the economy, and restore traditional American values. I've been endorsed by President Trump and the House Freedom Caucus, but more importantly, I'm endorsed by you, the people, who handed me a decisive victory in the August primary. So vote for the conservative we deserve.
Jared Sessler is Mr. 30%. Sessler wants a 30% national sales tax on everything. New house? Under Sessler's plan, you pay 30% more. New car? 30% more. Bacon, eggs, milk? 30%. Healthcare, gas, electric, cell phone bills? You pay 30% more. Jared Sessler, Mr. 30%. Is there anything you won't tax? National Interest Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Fall into $140,000 in cash and prizes this autumn at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. We're giving away up to $13,000 in cash and prizes every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then fall into $10,000 cash during the semi-grand prize drawing on Saturday, October 26th. Keep playing in November for your chance to drive away in a brand new Kia Telluride on November 23rd. Jumpstart your fall at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
So what do you think about these? We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
Democrat candidate Maria Beltran led a liberal Seattle group that tried to defund police and allowed chaos and violence to take over the streets. Like Beltran, House candidates Anna Kennedy and Chelsea Demas oppose initiatives that would lower gas prices, end the capital income tax, and allow you to opt out of the expensive long-term care tax. Seattle liberals Maria Beltran, Anna Kennedy, and Chelsea Demas do not share your values and are too extreme for Central Washington.
A Northwest artist talks about the fall colors of her North Idaho home.
Here you get like the bright orange and yellows, and then you'll see that reflected in the lake. So we just have so many amazing scenes around here.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next DT.
Not so nice legacy.
Only we're with the cast of Blue Bloods for their final season. Plus, we're tracking Justin Hartley's TV reunion with Jensen Ackles.
He still smells delicious.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. This is the area's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. and we always do weather first. Stacey Lee, good evening.
It's Friday. I'm happy.
I am too.
Lots going on around town this weekend. We've had that overcast, cooler weather, but good news on the horizon. We have a little bit of a warm up. Let's take a peek outside right now on our Legends Casino Sky Cam, looking at the Columbia River. That looks like Cadillac Hospital off in the background there. So a lovely evening. The sun has gone down 60 degrees, a little on the cool side, but we're starting to see the skies clear. So a little bit of clearing and a few clouds also hanging around. Winds have gotten much lighter, about 7 miles per hour. Our sunset now at 6:04. Soon we'll be getting dark before 6 p.m. Winds have been breezy today, especially between Yakima and Sunnyside into Tri-Cities, but those winds finally starting to calm down this evening. Temperatures elsewhere around the area, we're in the 50s, foothills of the Blues, still 60 in the Tri-Cities, 50s everywhere else around the area. For tonight, not quite as cold as we were last night. We still have a few leftover showers, mainly to the east, but most of those will be moving out. We could see a stray shower coming through late tonight in the Tri-Cities. So to recap, we have some stray showers possible late tonight, tomorrow through the area, mostly containing to the mountains if you're heading that way. Weekend warm up, temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Our next major system will roll in Sunday night into Monday, and we'll see those temperatures cool back down next week. I'll give you all the details coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. Our big story at 6:30, all new now. A brand new wine tasting room in Prosser has people fizzing with excitement. At Tiridas, it's not just your average bottle of wine. It's got a lot of pop. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says it's a place you got to check out.
Community members from the region gather in Prosser to raise a glass to this new, unique tasting room.
It's a challenging category. Many people associate it with pure celebration, but when we started in wine, we wanted to be different.
Gabriel Crow, Matthew Dutney, and Andrew Giroux are all Washington State University Tri-Cities Viticulture Program graduates. The trio opening up Tiridas Sparkling Wines tasting room on Wine Country Road.
For those technical difficulties, we'll try to work on that and get the story back as soon as possible. Other news tonight in Kittitas County, the burn ban will lift this weekend. The Kittitas County Fire Marshal announcing the news late today. The burn ban was originally implemented based on dry conditions along with low relative humidity and low fuel moisture content. But firefighters say it has become apparent that with the fuel moisture content currently seen, the relative humidity and projected weather patterns, a burn ban is no longer necessary. International Credit Union Day was yesterday, and in honor of the day, 5 Tri-Cities credit unions joining together for a community project. GISA, HAPO, Numerica, STCU, and Tri-Q all teamed up. And this is their 4th year doing this. This year, they spent the day planting trees and other plants at Esther's Home. Esther's Home is a restoration home, a part of a Mirror of Ministries, a nonprofit for survivors of sex trafficking. The organization offers 24/7 care for women who are rebuilding their lives.
So we're out here beautifying their garden, planting trees and plants and flowers, which symbolically is fantastic, I think, just as growth and renewal for people who are needing to have a haven where they can grow and renew and recover from the trauma of what they've gone through.
Once completed, the grounds will have winding paths, gazebos for outdoor counseling sessions, raised aluminum garden beds, and beautiful landscaping. Tricia McFarlane is the co-founder for Mirror Ministries. She says it is beautiful to see the community and these 5 credit unions come together.
A lot of times people think of like our credit unions, you would think they would be competitors. I'm sure they are in some ways, but they also come together as just a community, and that's pretty beautiful.
The local credit unions are also donating $17,500 to Mirror Ministries, and they're already planning for 2026. Tri-Q President Doug Wadsworth says pretty soon they'll be looking for a nonprofit to do it all over again next year. Washington State University is pulling out all their crimson and gray pride as they kick off homecoming weekend today. Although most of the festivities are happening in Pullman, Apple Valley News Now made a trip to WSU Tri-Cities, and students there are in full excitement for the weekend.
Go Cougs!
Go Cougs. It's kind of like, I don't know, like we just recognize one another, we support.
It just means that we're always here for you, and it's just whenever you need the support, you feel like you're falling behind, they're always going to be here for you. And it's just something that, like, let's go, we're here and we'll get things done for you, we'll help you no matter what.
First generation, I feel like if it means a lot to my family, it means a lot to me, especially because it's like something really big for us.
Definitely just watching the game and just hopefully like we can take another win. We've been doing pretty good, so just excited to see how our team does.
Yeah, I think watching the game is going to be fun.
I mean, I'll watch it at home. My parents are Cougars as well, so I'll watch it with my parents. I mean, I think we're probably all familiar with the term Coug in it, right? So it's almost like there's this apprehension, like, okay, we're doing well, but like, what's next? Like, what's going to happen, right? So, I don't know, like a healthy fear maybe of what could happen. But hey, doing well this year, so let's keep it up.
Once a Coug, always a Coug, yes.
And a heads up, Apple Valley News Now's own Riley Fitzgerald and Monique Ledesma will be at the game on Saturday. Still ahead at 6:30, Stacy will return with your full First Alert weekend weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Seattle, Calgary, Saturday at 6:30 on MeTV.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King helped fund the Sozo Soccer Complex, giving local youth and adult soccer players a world-class recreational facility. Curtis King helped Perry Tech expand, providing thousands of local students with real-world skills. And he delivered funding for dozens of local road projects.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
You tell lies, you gamble, and yet you never seem to pay a price for any of it.
When you're cute like me, rules are just a little different.
He's the funniest young genius around.
People talk about me behind my back, but it's about how smart I am.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's painfully obvious prices have been going up. Inflation is crushing American families, and inflation only has one cause.
Inflation in the United States is made in Washington and nowhere else. The real tax on the American people is what government spends.
And Dan Newhouse has voted for trillions of dollars in spending. As your congressman, I will vote against massive spending bills. Because Americans can't afford a new house. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message.
Liberal Democrats Maria Beltran, Anna Kennedy, and Chelsea Demas support even no questions asked late-term abortions. They oppose measures that would lower taxes, make gas cheaper, and let you take home more of your paycheck. They would make your streets less safe, raise your gas prices, and encourage your children to disrespect faith, family, and America. Seattle liberals Maria Beltran, Anna Kennedy, and Chelsea Demas do not share your values and are too extreme for Central Washington.
Night Ranger, live in concert, playing all their hits, plus deep cuts from their catalog. Night Ranger, live. Friday, November 15th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. Tickets at Ticketmaster and Legends Gift Shop. Do not miss Night Ranger, live. Friday, November 15th, Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish.
Jared Sessler is Mr. 30%. Sessler wants a 30% national sales tax on everything. New house? Under Sessler's plan, you pay 30% more. New car? 30% more. Bacon, eggs, milk? 30%. Healthcare, gas, electric, cell phone bills? You pay 30% more. Jared Sessler, Mr. 30%. Is there anything he won't tax? National Interest Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Jared Sessler's radical tax plan would make everything cost more.
Sessler backs a 30% sales tax on everything you buy.
And Sessler wants taxes and fees to make meat and other foods even more expensive.
Now we've learned that at the height of the border crisis,
Jared Sessler wanted to defund the Border Patrol.
Higher taxes and a weaker border, that's Jared Sessler.
More expensive for you,
less safe for all of us.
Unacceptable for Central Washington.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Welcome back. We know a lot of you were excited to see this story, so take two. A new wine tasting room in Prosser has people fizzing with excitement. At Terra Dos, it's not just your average bottle of wine. It's got a lot of pop. Apple Valley News Now, Stan Hansen says it's a place you have to check out.
Community members from the region gather in Prosser to raise a glass to this new, unique tasting room.
It's a challenging category. Many people associate it with pure celebration, but when we started in wine, we wanted to be different.
Gabriel Crow, Matthew Dutney, and Andrew Giroux are all Washington State University Tri-Cities Viticulture Program graduates. The trio opening up Tiridas Sparkling Wines tasting room on Wine Country Road.
We're seeing opportunity and being able to take advantage of that and just showcasing our love for wine through passion and being able to present it to other people is really important.
Diane Howard, executive director for the Port of Benton, says not only is this tasting room a unique one, but will also help with economic growth to the Prosser area.
The heart of the agricultural industry was started right here in Prosser. It's a fantastic location, it's a fantastic community, and just being able to have that farm-to-table experience from a tourism perspective is also just a wonderful opportunity to showcase the region and everything that we have to offer.
The owners say they were blown away from all the community support and those who showed up to their open house.
It's invaluable. We're three young guys who, aren't multimillionaires. We're born into a big vineyard family. And so having the support of the community is really the only way that this was ever possible or could ever be possible.
The owners tell me they're open every day but Monday, starting at 11 in the morning. In Prosser, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Now that's what I call a good assignment for a Friday. Dan, thank you for that. Hey, the Tri-City Americans are proud to announce that 2005-born defenseman Terrell Goldsmith has been signed to a 3-year entry-level contract by the Utah Hockey Club. Goldsmith was drafted by the organization when they were the Arizona Coyotes, 102nd overall in the 2023 NHL Draft. Goldsmith from Fort St. James, British Columbia, is in his first year with the Americans after being acquired in a trade with Prince Albert, the Raiders, on July 24th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's get to that weekend forecast. The sun is down 60 degrees, dust level sky cam. We're checking out the city lights, the highway 182 moving along. Dew point 33 degrees. Might not see that wet grass in the morning. Not going to get quite that cold. Winds 7 miles per hour. We've got a upper level system moving in fairly strong. Most of it will settle on the west side of the state. So think the coastline if you're heading to the Oregon coast or into the mountains. It's going to be wet this weekend. Some of it, though, will make its way over the mountains into our area. So that strong system moving through the area. This is Saturday. Most of it staying to the north. And here's where we see a couple of dots of maybe a little bit of that moisture moving our way. But again, most of it pointing that way. Now that's going to change on Sunday. You see the difference there of the jet streams, and it's going to be pointing more in our direction, bringing more moisture to the region. Now we are seeing on Futurecast anyway, a chance of a pop-up stray shower tonight. Few sprinkles, not expecting a lot. Here's where we're seeing a little bit of rain tomorrow morning to about the midday in the Yakima Valley, Lower Valley. Meanwhile, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Heppner, we're going to stay dry, maybe a little overcast, but you'll have areas of sunshine and much warmer temperatures. Here's the next system moving in on Sunday night, and it gets even stronger as we move into Monday. So there you go. You'll start seeing those showers overnight Sunday into Monday. Here's your chances of rain in Yakima. 10% Saturday, 30 for Sunday, Monday, 10% in the weekend for Tri-Cities, 60% for you on Monday. Walla Walla with a better chance of rain and a little bit unsettled all week long, but Monday looks to be the day we'll see those showers, and that's when we're also going to see these warm temperatures drop. But check out the weekend. We're a good 10 degrees above the average, and then we get down below average as we get into next week. Let's talk about those temperatures overnight. Remember last night we had all the freeze warning, frost advisories in place. Those are gone. We stay much warmer tonight, 40s, 36 tonight for Ellensburg. Tomorrow, look for stray sunshine, more than likely here in this area. You'll be a little more overcast closer to the mountains, but temperatures in the 60s and 70s through the region. If you are hitting the road, pack your umbrella and rain gear for Seattle. It's going to be wet over there, and temperatures cooling into the 50s by Monday. Same thing, overcast Saturday in Portland. Then the rain comes on and those temperatures cool down. If you're heading up to the Spokane area, look for overcast conditions Saturday, Sunday. Not too bad, 74 degrees, but then the rain drops in on Monday. Here's that 7-day planning forecast. 60s. We briefly get up to the 70s. You'll see those breezy winds and some chilly overnight lows, especially beginning Monday night all the way through most of the week in the Yakima area. Tri-Cities will see nice temperatures, 74, 75 this weekend. Breezy winds and cooler overnight lows later part of the week. Ellensburg a little more active with some breezy winds there. 40% chance of showers on Sunday. You might see a stray shower there tomorrow as well. Walla Walla looking good. Best chance of showers developing late Sunday into Monday with those breezy winds developing and those cooler temperatures there as well. Look at the weekend in Hermiston. I like the looks of 76 degrees, a little overcast. Should stay dry, Hermiston, Saturday and Sunday, but look for a chance of those showers developing late Saturday night into your Monday. So not a bad looking forecast, Austin. I like it. Warm enough to get out and do the, the pumpkin patches and all the fun fall activities.
Lots going on.
That's right.
There's only, 2 weekends left till Halloween.
13 days till Halloween.
Yeah,
so
there you go. Are you ready to talk about it?
We're going to taco about it coming up.
Stay with us.
I had surgery as a child that I barely remember. But decades later, the insurance company called that a pre-existing condition and denied me long-term care insurance. Washington State created a long-term care benefit to help millions of people like me afford the care we need. But I-2124 will take that benefit away, leaving millions with no way to get or afford long-term care. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. That's why we all have to vote no on I-2124.
Apples are the pride of Washington's agricultural economy. When India put on the retaliatory tariff, we were basically dead in the market. Thanks to Maria Cantwell stepping in and getting that tariff removed, we're up to 2 million boxes and we're climbing steadily. It's a huge difference for the industry. Maria Cantwell is effective because she works with both parties to get things done for our industry.
I'm Maria Cantwell, and I approve this message because I'll keep taking on powerful interests to get things done.
This October, Pingree Ford is driving change with our K9 Foundation sales event. For every vehicle sold, we're donating $200 to support our local K9 heroes. On Saturday, October 19th, join us from 1 to 3 p.m. for exciting K9 demonstrations and a chance to grab your very own plush K9. every sale supports the foundation. You can also use this QR code to donate directly from home. Join us in supporting this great cause and feel the power of Pingree.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King uses those relationships to do things like fund a new swimming pool in Yakima's MLK Park and helped Heritage University in the Lower Valley grow. Curtis King helped Toppenish Astria Hospital keep their doors open. And he delivered funding for Pasco's Lewis Street project.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula Drop Tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa! He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
Greetings, Bill Nye here. Reading this is easy, right? Your brain is actually doing something called orthographic processing, recognizing letters and words. It's science. But take a look at Initiative 2117. It's written to confuse you. The mega millionaires behind it don't want you to know it will mean more air pollution, threaten clean water, and put our health at risk. You don't have to be a science guy to know that 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
Baltimore battles Tampa Bay Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now.
Check this out. It's time for What's Trending, and you are taking part in
the Taco Sprint. Now, I don't know if you've heard about the Taco Crawl. It happens every spring. It's where you get a coupon book. You get to go taste tacos over a 2-week period all around Pasco area. You get to pick the top taco, and all the proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club. But it's so much time in between events. The Taco Sprint happens tomorrow in Pasco. So I will be out at the Farmers Market area at Peanuts Park from noon to 2, selling little coupon books. It's for 6 places. They're all in walking distance, so you can go taco sprint with your friends. Cool. Talk with other taco crawlers, see who's got the best tacos, and it's 6 tacos. That'll be that's a lot for me. Austin, I know you could probably do about 10 tacos or more.
And that's true. I could.
Anyway, it's a one-day event going on. You can get your booklet at the Farmers Market, and I love the disclaimer. No sprinting or running of any kind is required for the Taco Sprint.
All right. I was wondering why they called it the Sprint. But, okay,
there you go.
That's good. All right, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Hey, other trending news, more people are turning to Netflix recently.
That's right. Netflix says that it added 5 million new subscriptions in the third quarter. The streaming giant has over 282 million subscribers worldwide.
This is really cool. Universal Orlando Resort announcing that the opening date for its highly anticipated new theme park, Epic Universe. Have you seen this?
I have not, but I heard about it today. It's going to open May 22nd, 2025, just before Memorial Day weekend. The new park will be the largest of the 3 theme parks at the resort. It's part of a 750-acre development that will more than double the size of Universal's footprint. And I have been to Universal in Orlando.
I haven't.
It will be. It'll consist of 5 worlds: the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe and Celestial Park. The 500-room hotel in Epic Universal will also open the same day. The theme park consultant predicts Epic Universe will easily draw more than 6 million visitors in its first year of operation. And it's been about 10 years ago that I visited that park, and it was awesome.
I went to Disneyland, right?
Okay.
That's in California,
right?
Yeah. So
Disney World, Universal, but definitely maybe worth the flight to Florida at some point.
And just imagine, we're living in a new world of monitors and screens. How real it's
Well, they
gonna
do
feel.
a thing called 4D. Have you ever been on a 4D
I
ride?
haven't.
It's where it's immerses you real, like the wind blows in your hair, the water splashes at you. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that. Universal's very good at doing that.
And in 10 years from now, it'll be 8D.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. All right, we are back with the counting down to holidays and viewer photo of the day.
Yeah, we got them both coming up.
Dirty tactics and lies have become a staple of American politics. But I'm not a regular politician. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message. Dan Newhouse is spending millions of dollars to spread outright lies about me. President Trump needs an ally in Congress who will join his fight to lower taxes, fix the economy, and restore traditional American values. I've been endorsed by President Trump and the House Freedom Caucus, but more importantly, I'm endorsed by you, the people, who handed me a decisive victory in the August primary. So vote for the conservative we deserve.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Fall into $140,000 in cash and prizes this autumn at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. We're giving away up to $13,000 in cash and prizes every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then fall into $10,000 cash during the semi-grand prize drawing on Saturday, October 26th. Keep playing in November for your chance to drive away in a brand new Kia Telluride on November 23rd. Jumpstart your fall at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
I had surgery as a child that I barely remember. But decades later, the insurance company called that a pre-existing condition and denied me long-term care insurance. Washington State created a long-term care benefit to help millions of people like me afford the care we need. But I-2124 will take that benefit away, leaving millions with no way to get or afford long-term care. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. That's why we all have to vote no on I-2124.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees. Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $400 off any tablet.
For 17 years, Senator Curtis King has delivered for you. That's why the media calls Curtis King the Republican in Olympia most likely to pass a bill. Senator King helped fund the Sozo Soccer Complex, giving local youth and adult soccer players a world-class recreational facility. Curtis King helped Perry Tech expand, providing thousands of local students with real-world skills. And he delivered funding for dozens of local road projects.
I'm Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Seattle, Calgary, Saturday at 6:30 on MeTV.
And welcome back. A viewer photo of the day, well worth the wait. This is a beaut. Okay, so we had the shooting star and a comet come by a couple nights ago. I saw lots of photos, but Sean was smart and sent his photo to me using that QR code right there on the right side of your screen, so you can see it in the middle and the shooting star at the same time. Pretty neat. That was right over Richland, so a lot of people saw that the other night. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it either. So cool. Anyway, to get your weather photos on TV, just use the QR code or go to applevalleyNewsNow.com. Click on that weather tab, and you'll see submit your photo here. All right, let's count down to the holidays. I couldn't believe when I was doing these numbers today. Look at that. 13 days to Halloween, 41 days till Turkey Day, just 68 days till Christmas, and the beginning of winter is 64 days away. So that's all we have left of fall. And 74 days, so 75 days till New Year's Day. So 2024 already almost gone. All right, let's take a look at your day. The bottom line, overall, we have a slight chance of showers on Saturday. You'll see those warmer temperatures this weekend, 10 to 15 degrees above. Then we're going to cool down, and we'll see some wet weather moving in Sunday into Monday. So overall, not a bad fall weekend. Enjoy.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Austin Reed with Stacey Lee, hoping your news is good news.
You have a great weekend.